All right. I think we're ready. This is so funny. Oh my god. I need to get my notes.
Just like watching her.
I know. We could just this.
All right, let's wrap it up. All right,
Wrap
we're
it
done.
up. We're just getting started.
Thanks for having us.
All right. I need to drink some water. Some good Ozarka water. Welcome back to episode, what is this, 5? Episode 5 of Taking Flight. We are back. If you look to my left, your right, Nate is not here today, clearly. He's in Colorado. What is he doing now?
He's senior trip to whatever the resort is. He's skiing. That's all that matters.
I thought it was his friend's cabin.
Is it?
I think it is. Anyway, he's in Colorado. He's not here. We replaced him for this episode. And yeah, let's get our guests today. We have 2 special guests on today, if you haven't noticed already, because I pointed out to my left. Anyway, today we have 2 of the hardest working and most involved women here to talk with us about girls soccer, cheer, and how to overcome adversity. Please give me a massive welcome to Madi Skorupan and Ashley Reecht. Oh yeah. So how's it going? Thank you for being on. I know that you guys asked to be on. It was
No, you wanted us.
we wanted you, but we didn't feel like asking you. It was just too good to be true. Anyway, so the weather's kind of been dreary, right? I've found myself watching a lot of TV lately. Have you guys been watching any shows, specific shows lately?
Outer Banks, just finished Outer Banks.
Perfect
Binged
point.
it in a day.
What do you think about season 3?
It's so good, except
You think that it's good?
Yeah.
Okay, what's good about it?
I just like how they're more all together in this one. Cause you know how like the last one they were all like separate the whole time.
Yeah.
I was kind of like
All
annoyed.
on their separate missions.
Yeah, but I don't really like that they're gonna like keep it going. I feel like they should have just like ended it.
Yeah, the way that they ended it.
Like,
have you watched it, Alex?
I saw season 1. I was excited for season 2. Never watched it.
Same.
And then I was super excited for season 3.
Have you watched season?
Never
1?
watched
No,
it.
I'm so bad at watching
You haven't watched
TV.
anything.
I watched season 1,
Okay.
but like during COVID.
Like I can't like stick to a show.
yeah.
Without,
I've watched so many TV shows, but
I'm probably the complete opposite. I can't watch a movie. Movies
Except-
move too fast.
except
for me.
Impractical Jokers. God, I love that
But
show.
that's like not a season though. Like that's just episode
They have
by
seasons.
episode. It's just episode by episode. They're not like.
I know, but it's so funny.
it
never
is
gets
very
old.
funny. Well, anyway, I think that OBX season 3 was not very good.
okay, I feel like it's just like different.
There
I feel
was,
like I feel like they are trying to like keep it going for too long. You know what I mean?
I think that they moved very fast.
Yeah.
Like every 5 seconds, something new happened.
Yeah, I felt like I did feel like that was the first like 2 episodes. Like
Yeah.
they escaped. Where are they? The Bahamas.
Uh,
They escaped the Bahamas in like 2 days.
that was the Bahamas, that stranded island that they were on.
No, not that. But then they
Poglandia or whatever.
not Poglandia, but the other places.
Me and Maddie have no idea. We have no idea what you
Anyway,
guys are
I
talking
think
about.
that it didn't get good until episode 6.
Yeah, I don't know, but I rewatched episode 1 and 2 like right before it came out, so it was like fresh and exciting.
You watched episode 1 and 2?
Or no,
before-
I mean season 1 and 2.
Oh.
You just
really?
binge those?
Yeah,
Ash can like
you're...
finish a
Ash-
whole show
Ash-
in like 2 days.
yeah.
Oh my god.
I did. I was on the road.
I just like do
For
it
the
when
whole
I'm like
time.
getting ready and like doing homework and like background noise almost.
Interesting.
Like, can you like pick up information it's giving? See, I can't do that. I can
Multitasking.
It's either I focus on one thing or another
Yeah.
for me. Like I can't.
Well, she multitasks a lot. She always has a lot of things going on.
That's true.
That's true.
That's
One
true.
of those new things is girls soccer. Started up.
Yup.
Yeah.
Varsity for the 4th year in a row. We have Ashley as a player and Alex is the manager. How is that going so far?
It's good, you know. New coach.
New coach. We're looking good. I'm trying to learn everyone's name.
We're getting there.
We set goals.
You don't know everyone's name?
Dude.
There's like
There's a lot of people, and like from like the all ranges of grades.
Yeah,
I
and
just
they're all
have
like
not met.
we're like moving the whole time.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you know what I
Like
mean?
it's not like I get to meet each one personally.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta pick up names on the go.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting pretty
are you,
good.
Are you the manager for varsity or everyone?
Mostly varsity.
And you don't know
all
the
of
people's
Yeah.
names?
I know most of the varsity.
You
girls.
know
It's like
most
all
of the varsity.
seniors and juniors, isn't it?
There's some sophomores.
There's
like
like
Dinesh
five
and
five
there's like a
seniors. Seven.
Six,
No,
six
there's
seniors.
seven.
There's like 4 sophomores and like 3. Okay, except there's like we practice with JV too.
Do we have any freshmen?
Wasn't there like absolutely no one who tried out this year? Isn't there like not even a freshman team?
Wow. We had difficulties during trials.
What were those difficulties? Yeah, we will. We will. But what were these difficulties? Why?
I think people I think
Surely you can say
Careful.
stuff without having to cut it out.
I think just like with a new coach, it's just like hard to know like where people are going to be placed because like with Eamon, like you pretty much like knew. I felt like a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Like-
so that's why people
And there's
didn't
just a
try
lot
out.
of there's so much talent that it's like
There is like we're really like the girls team's gonna be really good.
yeah,
But the
there's a lot
varsity
of
team's
talent.
good.
So
What
it's
about
like,
what about the lower teams?
JV's gonna be pretty decent, and
C team has a lot of like new girls like that haven't really played soccer.
yeah, just because
That's
like
what
they
I've
needed
heard.
bodies, because they didn't have enough people.
You know, it's bad when like I could have made C team. Like,
Yeah,
if I
like
would have went
is
out,
it really
like,
that good?
What?
If you barely had people trying out, how
well,
are you good?
we had enough people for like varsity and JV, but like a roster is like 16, 17, 18 people. So you need like
Oh.
60 people trying out, which is like a lot.
That is a lot.
And like there's a ton of talent in varsity in JV and then like C team kind of just
I think there's definitely gonna be some like shifting up.
Yeah,
Like
it's going to be a lot of movement.
Like during this season?
yeah,
Mhm.
that's what we did for boys season 2.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
Coach tries to give like everybody chances, especially because we had 12 seniors, so he wanted to give everybody the
insane.
experience of being
Mhm.
in a varsity game,
Yeah,
like before getting thrown in.
You think you'll have a 6-peat?
hopefully.
Just whip it there.
If you don't know, the girls soccer team at Blue Valley West has won state 5 years in a row and counting. That is
And
a
counting.
very big deal and counting.
Yeah. I think we have a good chance. I think Conley like works us really harder than Eamon did. So
Yeah, Conley's big philosophy is conditioning.
Yeah.
Like we run.
we do a lot of conditioning. So
You out condition the other team. Simple as
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
You
Outwork
have the
the
skill,
other team.
clearly.
they have this like we have the skill, and like if we can just work harder than the other team.
the only thing I would say is that we lack is size. Like we don't have a lot of
Does
like,
that really matter though?
Yeah.
for girls because girls are so like aggressive.
For both, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's like if you're trying to like head the ball or something for guys and just like
Mm-hmm.
getting bodied off the ball because soccer's so physical.
Mm-hmm.
Like our tallest person is probably Abby.
Yeah, she's like 5'7",
Yeah.
5'8", maybe.
What is that the? Well, I mean, I guess you said that it was similar, but what do you think is the biggest difference between boys and girls soccer in high school at the high school level?
It's a good question. Like I don't want to say anything that's sexist.
I would
It's a
say
good
like
question.
just like speed of play.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Just like speed of play. Just like
Oh, speed. Okay.
yeah, boys are just like faster and bigger. Boys are more like technical.
Okay.
Mhm.
Best way I
Like,
could describe
yeah.
it.
They can't like out athlete the other person, whereas girls maybe
Like
could.
I was talking about this with my dad because he asked me like who would win, girls varsity or boys varsity, and I'm like, that's a hard question because I think the girls beat us like technically, like they're good, they move the ball a lot better,
Mm-hmm.
but we just have like the sheer physicality
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like you know.
And with those criteria,
So-
who do you think would win? The girls? Is that what you said?
That's we'll never find
Like,
out.
in soccer, could you just out athlete the other person?
You can, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Like
be
you can be bigger, you can be more fit, you can be stronger.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
So I think the difference is like girls games are a lot more like strategic, and like you attack points, while like a boys game is a lot more like you got to be bigger and faster and stronger than the other guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Another question I have is what I've heard about like girls soccer is lots of girls end up playing club and not playing at the school. How does that all work? Because like I've
That's a
heard that
good question.
people don't play.
Because like a
at
lot of
school.
boys will go and
Yeah.
like we don't even have seasons. Like,
It's
we don't-
because like I think like clubs like obviously like you travel and stuff, so you
Mhm.
get more like exposure for like colleges. So like
'Cause,
that's
like-
more for kids that like want to play in college. Like Reese, Alexis, Lydia didn't play
Mhm.
until last year.
Really? So, I mean, there's club for boys and girls in all other sports. Why do you think that it is girls soccer that does this and not any other sport?
That's a good question.
I
feel
don't
like-
know. I don't know.
I feel like maybe because like, soccer you could play all year round. Like I mean, I guess you can play like all sports all year round, but like soccer, there's like indoor soccer and there's outdoor soccer.
Like there's
and-
so many different versions of it.
Yeah,
Like it's,
yeah.
you can adapt like wherever. Like you can play on a basketball court, futsal. You can play indoor anywhere.
I mean, this is me thinking, is there... I don't know the stats on this, but is there not as many girls coaches for collegiate level as there is boys? Like, is there like a quota? Like there's not as many coaches that can see you play as if you're going to play in high school. So like the girls would go and play clubs so that
yeah,
they get
like more college coaches are gonna go watch probably a club game than a high school game because like or like a club tournament, they'll all go to like a showcase, which is like where colleges see you, and there'll be like
combine.
10 teams playing other than just like 2 teams for a high school game.
Okay. I've always wondered that. Like, why...
Yeah. I guess I didn't think about that. Like, I mean, there's like club basketball.
Yeah. Like, I understand why you would, but why is it not like that with other sports, you know? Yeah, so that's my last question about girls
Ooh,
soccer.
I think there's one more here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Do you want to read that? How does it feel? To not,
How does it? Okay, so Alex and
What's
I
the question?
have this running.
how does it feel to not be able to score on your soccer manager?
Well, Alex gets in goal every single time because we only have one goalie for all 3 teams.
What?
Yep. We have
One goalie.
One girl.
One goalie.
just-
Out. Yeah, so Alex is always in goal, and I haven't been able to score on him yet, but it's coming.
Yet? Like,
Yet.
You're never.
It's coming. He's a pretty good goalie. I mean, he has goalie gloves.
They're
Wow.
Colby's.
I know, baby. You got goalie gloves.
They're
You can't
not
score
mine.
on you if you got goalie gloves.
It's just not worth it diving because it's so muddy. It's been so
Yeah,
muddy.
it's been so.
And I've
gross
just been
outside.
diving everywhere and I'm getting soaked and I'm like
It's
dripping
really
mud.
funny.
You live the lifestyle. It's the lifestyle of soccer. Because what position do you play?
Outside mid.
Okay, which side?
Right side.
Okay, well, transferring over to the left side, we have Maddie, cheer captain. We're gonna start with the biggest controversial question of the
Oh
day.
god.
Maddie, is cheerleading a sport?
It's not.
It's not a sport.
I will give the reasons. Because obviously it's super hard on your body. It also depends if you're competing and actually tumbling or if you're just like cheering for a team.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a sport because the scoring and how you win isn't like consistent.
Yeah.
What about
very-
like DECA? It's kind of scored the same way. Why is that a sport?
I would say like a sport, like, well, I think it's why it's so controversial is because like everyone like defines a sport in a different way. Like obviously, yes, gymnastics and cheer like are insanely hard, and like I could never do what they do. But like also like swim, it's like who's the fastest. Soccer, who scores the most goals. Same with basketball. But like cheer, it's like you could put me in there judging, I'd pick one team, and then you could put Maddie in there judging, she'd pick another team.
Okay, that's
See,
where I'm
but there's-
getting.
Oh yeah, you go.
So it's very biased, especially in the competitive cheer world, based on like what gym you go to. But like they recently came out with a sport called stunt, and you stunt and tumble. It's at like the college levels, and it's like if you pass one round, you move on to the next, and you
Is
get
it
1
individual?
point.
Or
No, it's as a team. So basically, your stunts keep getting harder, and whoever like drops their stunt first, the other one.
so there's
wins.
more of a way
Yeah,
to.
and you're not doing any
regulate
of
it.
like the extra stuff, like actually like cheering in it and stuff. You're just doing the skill, and whoever's is best moves on.
That's a
'Cause-
good
See, that's
way.
more
Yeah.
more of a sport.
Because like you can't like mess up like cheer, like it's like criteria, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like human error. human error is a factor.
Yeah.
You still have that
and judges.
subject. You still have that subjectivity in all other sports besides like swimming.
Yeah.
I
You
mean-
still have a ref.
Right.
The ref can decide the outcome of the Super Bowl.
Facts.
That's true, but like with
But
cheer,
football's still a sport.
but with cheer, like
We could still play it and be like, who scores most touchdowns? You couldn't really like have a winner with cheer. Like,
It's like a rubric.
Yeah, it is basically a rubric.
it's pretty much.
And whoever, it's out of, at least in the competitive cheer world, it's out of like 100 points. And you have to hit like so much in each category to score better in another category. So if you have one stump fall or land not your tumbling pass, it like takes down every other score.
And it's all based off of what the judge thinks that how good or the skill that the judge thinks that your routine took.
Yeah.
Right?
Also, in high school, if we were counted as a sport, we couldn't be all year round. And we'd have like a limited amount of time we could practice.
I didn't know that.
I did
Yeah.
not think about that.
Yeah,
That's a
so
Does that make sense with like
so if
high
you're
school
soccer,
rules?
you can't do anything during summer with your coach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
there's
only
limited-
limited
That's-
time
Yeah.
you can see us.
That's why we can't have any of the girls' varsity volleyball players manage the volleyball team because horse sticks there.
Yeah.
They can't have
Yeah.
it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we couldn't do basketball. Like we couldn't do both.
Yeah,
So
that's why you guys don't cheer girls soccer.
yeah, because in high school there's a limited hours you can do.
Never say never.
What if your coach just didn't go to the basketball games and didn't see you cheer and was only there for when you were doing your routines?
I just don't think that'd work.
Because she's not watching you.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
We're picking this apart.
We're
finding
an
a way.
activity.
It is cheer a sport
But I will say it's like as demanding as a lot of sports,
for sure.
or more
Yes.
demanding.
Which I will say with that, you are probably one of the most busiest persons.
Oh yeah.
What English? Busiest person I know when it comes to that stuff. What is the day-to-day schedule of a high school varsity cheerleader?
Oof. That's
It depends. When we were in state season, some days we'd have morning practice for state, which don't get me into that, but we'd have morning practice.
What'd you do for morning practice in state?
Well, we would just like practice, but
The routine.
So- yeah.
just like repeat your routine
In
over
the
and
morning?
over.
Oh yeah. And like you will then like split up your team, and it's just like attacking like someone if they're not doing it right.
Oh.
Yeah, because we'll be like, raise your hand if you have a correction for someone, and it's.
Oh, that's
Oh,
kind of
shit.
brutal.
Oh my
I know.
God.
That is
But it
pretty
makes
That's
people
like-
That'd be
do.
so mean.
It-
That'd be like, can you
that'll,
imagine
like-
if we did that in girls soccer?
It'd be like if you tore
people would
apart a
get really
game.
mad.
We watch the video back of our routine
Yeah.
and
So funny.
pick apart people who aren't doing the thing right. It'd be like if you watched
like
the
scout
soccer
team.
game. It was like Ashley Reck needs to go faster during this play.
I mean, it's
I'd
scout team.
be so pissed off. I'd be
I
like,
could so see Gami like taking a clip like, now what did Ashley do wrong?
what did she do wrong?
Yeah,
here?
so
That's what basketball does.
This,
I'm
this,
just
this,
kidding.
this.
Basketball does that.
I'm just kidding,
after every
Conley.
game.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Basketball does that after every
I
game.
feel like football kind of does that.
Yeah, I guess they do
But-
that, but like I feel like
But
doing
you don't pause the game.
Yeah,
And
so
like,
we
what
pause the
did you do
video,
wrong?
be like, you're not in line with everyone.
And I feel
You're
like
off time.
I feel like cheer is different because there's like a specific routine.
You
like
need
yeah.
to
football,
do it
it's
right.
like it's kind of just like play to play.
It's knowing what you should do differently next time. and
Yeah.
know not to do it
Yeah.
again. Yeah. So I have another question about like competitive cheerleading and stuff. I've heard like there's a bunch of different types of cheerleading, right? Like there's like when you go to state, you have like 3 different routines and stuff.
Yeah.
What's the difference between all of these?
Well, competitive cheerleading is way different from like high school.
Yeah.
Like, so different.
My
but
cousin does that. She's really into that.
yeah, it's insane. Like the difference,
She
but
has like a tumbling mat in her backyard. Like
it's
she's
so.
in depth. Like,
Yeah. How old is she?
She is junior.
Gotcha. But
For school.
She goes to Soda.
Oh.
Taryn Roy.
Nice.
okay, so there's a band dance, band chant, your chant, and then fight song.
Okay.
State's not my favorite thing ever, because it's not very like skill based. Like you can't do that hard of tumbling and like stunts, because state's just about like how you can get the crowd involved.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's called Game Day State.
Is that a separate, like the whole state competition is that, or just one of the things
The
that
whole
you do?
state competition is that.
Oh.
So a lot of different states do like a traditional, which is a more like competitive style routine, which I wish like Kansas did that, but we just like don't.
So you don't do the different like band chant, or no? That's what you do.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
It's kind of confusing to explain cheer to people who don't cheer.
What's the band chant?
The band chant is to a song.
I can cheer. Yeah. Jax.
So like we did a song, and you keep like trying to get the crowd to say the words with you is basically the whole point. So if we're saying BV West, we want the crowd to say BV West back.
Okay.
So that's why we wanted like a huge student section at state, because that affects the judges if they hear the people getting into your
So you could just like buy out all the seats and just say absolutely nothing for all the other cheered teams, and then just scream for yours and win every time.
So that's another reason why cheer's not a sport. that
That it's not decided by like. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the band chant?
That's my thought.
Okay. Band chant is to a song and you do a dance. It can only be 1 minute long. That's where we lost state. Our routine was too long. And,
Tell them what happened.
yeah, so our routine was 0.04 seconds overtime for our band chant. So instead of 4th place to where we would have made finals, top 6 make finals, we got 7th.
So what's the other chants?
But there's fight song. You guys know what our fight song is.
I hope that
Yeah.
door's-
Is it
Cut
just
that out.
is it just
Cut
that?
out.
Yeah,
That
but we
door
make it
sound.
like better.
What?
Anyways, crowd leading's the last one, and it's basically a big long cheer, and you do like a callback cheer, so it's like BV West, then you yell our colors. It's basically just totally getting the crowd involved. There's no music in the background.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense why you guys are just screaming at the like showcase
So like
thing.
Yeah.
winning that is like entirely dependent on how many people are supporting you guys.
No,
Kinda.
but
Just
it,
one part. Just
it-
one part of it.
yeah,
it's
it
the
makes
criteria
it
of
makes it like louder, and obviously like this is why it's not a
It's- it-
sport.
it gives
So,
you-
like,
It's the wow factor. It's
Like,
the wow factor.
There's
It's
a bunch of things that play into it.
like
Like
the
you're
judge hears
like
the
rubric.
BV West, and they're like, "Oh shit, these people are good." And
Yeah.
yeah, they're getting the crowd involved, which is
Which is
the
so
whole point
stupid,
of game
like
day.
because it's an hour away.
Yeah.
I did go for a little bit.
Yes. And then she went.
I went to Lawrence.
to KU to have fun. So.
do the schools that are close to what
Yeah,
are
like
the
some of
states?
it was in Topeka, and then some of them.
Is
have,
it
like,
always in Topeka?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been every year I've been on state.
So like, what's the school in Topeka?
It's like Topeka High School, right?
Oh, it's just like Topeka West,
I think
Topeka.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But one of them was there. And
we're
that's
at like
so
the
unfair.
Topeka Convention Center.
But like the Topeka schools can
Oh.
be there.
But like
Yeah.
they're only
Have
like
more
It's like
10
people.
minutes
Washburn.
versus an hour.
Washburn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Washburn.
Isn't it more than an hour to get to Topeka? It's like 2.
No. It's like an hour.
It's like an
It's
hour,
an hour.
but still,
Topeka?
it's like annoying to drive out there.
Interesting.
Like we would have so many people if it was like
20 minutes away.
if it was at like Sprint Center or
Somewhere
something.
close.
Yeah. Okay, another question I have. What are your opinions? I mean, I'm sure I know your opinions, but about like male cheerleaders and what involves with that? Like, aren't there different types of cheerleaders?
Okay.
Like when it comes to male cheerleaders?
Yeah, so Blue Valley West doesn't allow male cheerleaders.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Roach. Okay, they might now because Zimmerman's the athletic director, but Cindy Roach, boys tried to try out and she told them no.
What?
I don't know.
That's gotta
the
be. Is it
tea.
because of
That's the
Title IX or
tea.
something? No, but because it's what?
Yeah, I don't know. It used to be a rule that no guy should be on the cheer team. Since then, I'm guessing now a
It's
guy
probably
would be
changed.
allowed.
Just no
'Cause
one.
there can be
No,
boys
with
on the
Zimmerman,
color
it's
guard.
definitely changed. Like Zimmerman's like one of my
Yeah,
favorite
but
people.
no
Oh,
guy
yeah.
has wanted to ever try out. So.
Yeah.
Dude, what?
But if you're
You guys should get out there.
Dude, hell yeah. Ethan, I have a video of Ethan McKnight in 6th grade watching the Lakewood middle school
my God.
football game. He's cheering.
I know that.
You know what
video.
I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Aw.
pretty great. So yeah, what are the different types? There's like the yell leader. Oh, the yell leader is the same one that like holds them up.
Yeah,
right?
so in competitive cheer, like a guy and a girl basically does the same thing. You're tumbling, stunting, like all in. But in like the college level, you basically just have a megaphone
Yeah.
and like you're stunting girls basically.
I mean, you could have a competitive advantage with having male cheerleaders because
Yeah.
they're louder.
But competitive for competition wise, like you're in a co-ed division then with guys on your team. So there's co-ed and all girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
All male cheerleaders. Run
I
it up.
I think there's not an all-male cheerleaders just because they don't have enough.
Well, yeah. I think we got that. I need to read these questions. Oh, I have another question that I know people are wondering. Is it true that every single competitive cheerleading squad wins nationals? Every single person wins nationals. Every single group, no matter what, it's like guaranteed in the contract. They are going to win nationals at some point. Every time.
Okay, I asked Maddie this one time. There's a valid, like...
Yeah, I'll give an explanation. I guess it would kind of be... Okay, I'll compare it to soccer in a way.
The answer is yes.
In soccer, you have, like, what, like... How does your rankings go? Because you have, like, 16U, but then there's, like, 3 different teams you can be on
Yeah, there's,
within
like,
16.
different
Like
divisions.
ABC.
Like, there's one age group, but then there's, like, Division 1, Division 2, Division 3.
So you could win your state from Division 2 or Division 1, right? So you could win
State Cup or you could win President's Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just win a different division.
In competitive cheer-wise, there's a huge competition in Dallas that you don't need an invitation to get to.
Yeah.
That's huge. So I guess that'd be one nationals you could win.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's, like, a huge competition in Florida. No invite you could win. That would also be, like, winning nationals.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the 2 invite competitions at the end of the year.
You get bids to go
And there's,
to
like, a ton of different invite competitions.
Yeah.
Which I guess would be, like, winning nationals.
That's how volleyball works.
Yeah,
too.
it depends what team you're on.
Yeah.
Like, in what gym, what, like, nationals your team goes to.
So that increases the amount of teams who win nationals because...
Yeah. But then there's so many, like, competitive cheer gyms and teams. So there's levels 1 through 6. Actually, it goes
Per
to level
age
7.
group?
Yeah. And then there's a youth, junior, senior age group in each category. And then there's small, medium, and large teams in each category.
Bro, so everyone wins. Everyone wins.
But, no.
Everyone wins.
There's just
There are
many-
not that
Basically,
many
like
cheer...
a 1 out of 3 chance, basically.
That's you have like one age group and there's like 50 different groups that you could win nationals in.
But you can only be in one
Yes.
age group.
So you just go
one
to
division.
one and there's like 2 other teams in your...
No, that's where there's so many competitive cheer teams. Like when I go to Florida, I'm competing against 45 different teams.
But
in just
is
my
your one
division.
is your division like one of the more popular ones?
Yeah, but there's so some I will say competitive cheer's getting rid of a lot of divisions next year. They have a non-tumbling division, which I think's stupid. If you're a cheerleader, you should have to tumble and stunt.
What is tumbling?
like hands, back
like
hands,
back
back
Somersaults and
yeah.
shit.
Then
somersault.
stunting is like the lifting part.
You know, whenever they do like
Cartwheel?
swings, like,
Yeah.
over and over. That's
like the flips.
that's
Okay,
that.
gotcha.
While
Yeah.
the other one is like when you're getting thrown up.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
there's a division that you don't have to tumble, which is half of cheerleading. So it'd be like if there's a part of soccer where you don't have to play defense. I don't know. Like you just play offense. Like that's kind of what it's like. Not really.
Striker.
But I don't know.
Striker.
Yeah.
Forward.
Good
Literally.
Number
terminology.
9.
Good terminology.
Striker.
And trying to think what else. Oh, and there's been a lot of child predator stuff in the cheer world the past year. If you watch
Jerry.
No,
yeah,
Jerry.
because
Where did that come from?
that was so
I'm just thinking about divisions that are getting
Cheer.
rid
If
of.
you guys have watched Cheer
Oh, this is why they're
tomorrow.
getting rid of divisions?
Yeah, because
Oh, I
you
wouldn't
could be a 22-year-old on a team with a 12-year-old. Or like a 30-year-old on a team with a 12-year-old.
How?
Because of the amount of divisions they have. They'd have open divisions where you could be over the age of 18, so it was like 12 to 18 plus.
I thought it was by age group.
It is, but then you have these divisions that are like random.
Again.
What the hell? You're like
So,
asking for that at that point.
Basically, you win nationals based on your division.
I mean, that's screwed up. Why do you have a 30-year-old on a fucking 12-year-old?
Yeah, so they switched that this year, which is good.
Holy
Cheer World.
crap.
Yep,
That's
finally made a
crazy.
difference.
NCA.
All right, so like, how is cheer and dance different?
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
It depends if you're thinking competitive cheer
Like, can you
or
like
high school.
like switch out like a cheer and a dancer and you wouldn't really know?
No,
For like some parts.
no.
Well, sometimes like
A dancer could do the cheers, but they couldn't do the stunting and tumbling.
You don't think so? Really?
Well, it depends on who they are. Like, we've had a lot of people go from dance team to cheer because they want to make the switch, and they do fine.
From dance
But
team
I
to
think
cheer.
it would be harder for a cheerleader to go to dance.
I feel like the only difference is just kind of like flexibility. because
it's just athleticism, like being able to do.
And like cheerleaders don't like spin.
Yeah, we don't do turns.
Yeah, it would be.
Or, like,
I think.
And
leaps.
cheerleaders
We
don't
do like
stunt.
jumps.
They both dance. It's
Yeah.
just like the little
It's a
things.
different. It's a different type of dance. So when we're dancing,
Yeah.
we have like one specific motion you're gonna
Yeah,
hit.
it's more
And
technical.
Dance, it's like like
Mm-hmm.
fluid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
do you think dance is a sport?
No.
No, it's like
I don't
cheer.
think that's a
Neither is
question.
gymnastics.
Gymnastics is indeed a sport.
That's.
It's the same thing. There's a judge.
No, because gymnastics, you're doing a skill, doing
Gymnastics.
your routine. There's difficulty. Just like, would you tell Simone Biles she's not doing a sport?
Yeah. Gymnastics is not a sport.
Wait, what? You said it's not a sport, and she says it is a sport.
Okay, I think gymnastics is
Gymnastics is a sport.
because
It's-
you need to like.
It's in the Olympics.
It's still like so hard, but like, okay, bowling's in the Olympics, and like,
I mean,
what's that thing called?
curling.
Curling.
Don't you dare shit on curling.
I'm not. I think it just depends what your definition of a sport is.
It is.
I think if it's in
Everybody's-
the Olympics, it's a sport.
Yeah.
Right?
I think
Like-
if the whole world.
I think it just depends.
recognizes
Like,
it
if
as
we have a
sport.
set definition of a sport, like,
There's not
and
one.
like
What's
not
the
saying
definition
like
of
Simone
sport?
Biles is literally
Yeah.
insane, but like,
We had a conversation
on.
about this on episode 1 about like if you have a ball in a team, and like most sports like involve a ball, you know. So like pole vault in that case should not be a sport.
But then running cross country, is that not a sport?
see, like it's so
Like,
controversial. We
yeah,
can go on for
for
hours
me
about
though,
this.
like defining a sport, like it's like it has to hit a certain threshold of like athleticism,
Difficulty.
Yeah.
and difficulty, and like
But then in that case, like cheering level 6 versus cheering level 1, the
Yeah.
difficulty,
sport.
like, I think it's if you can be judged by like a consistent way.
Yeah.
So soccer, you get the ball in the goal, you get a point.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you get a point.
Yeah.
One
like,
point. One point.
Football, you get a touchdown, you get 6 points. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
It's valid.
That is valid. So you used to do very competitive cheer, right?
yep.
What, do you still do that?
No. I wish I did.
What? Why not?
why'd you quit?
Too many
didn't-
injuries.
Too many
Yeah.
injuries.
Had some knee injuries. What
Yeah.
happened with that? When did that happen? What happened when it happened?
It
us
happened
through it.
first in 4th grade. I was 9 and my knee popped out.
Like in what way? Like Patrick Mahomes and his calf kind of
Like a
knee popped out?
dislocated knee.
Like my kneecap dislocated.
That's what happened to me. Was it on your right leg?
It's been on both.
How'd it happen?
Ooh.
What were you doing when it happened?
The first one I was doing, you guys may not know this skill. For walkover, round off tuck,
Front,
walk over,
all over,
round off backflip.
off, back, front, tuck.
Yeah, I think I visualized it.
Yeah, so
yeah. It's just
basically, it's happened so many different ways, but the first time I landed straight on my knee and it slid out.
Ugh.
See, like I've had this happen to me. Like it's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you're
get
in so much pain until it's popped back in, and then it leaves.
nightmares
It
about
hurts.
that
And
with
then it's
volleyball.
swollen for like the next 3 weeks. You barely can walk. But
Mine was a little different though because like I chipped some cartilage off, and then I
So
had
did she,
surgery.
right?
Is it in soccer?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, it was a soccer injury, and then I was out for 8 months.
you lost a lot of cartilage and
yeah,
stuff,
I was
right?
like out of cartilage.
Was it both knees?
Yeah, both of them dislocate. But
So once you dislocate it once, it like dislocates more.
It's highly likely.
I think so, yeah. So
likely to
we
happen
learned-
again.
I'm in
hate
sports medicine
knees, dude.
caps, and we learned about the ligament, your MPFL ligament. It goes over your kneecap, gets stretched out, so then it's so stretchy, and then the cartilage underneath your kneecap totally like goes away because it's been shredding so much.
That hurts just thinking about it. Yeah, I have nightmares. I saw this one person playing volleyball. He like jumped up and both of his knees dislocated as he landed.
Oh, that would hurt so
So
like-
it would
bad.
be so bad.
Ew.
I've had nightmares.
Okay, can you feel like your kneecap slipping out sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes like when I would like step to the side, like awkwardly, I can feel it. Like, wait, that almost went out, but
So that first time was 4th grade. I know you had something over last summer.
yeah,
Has this been a recurring thing?
yeah, it's been recurring since 4th grade, both knees.
When it happened in 4th grade, were you like instantly out of competitive cheerleading?
No, I
right
did
then?
it until 8th grade.
And then
And then my parents were like, no more. And I was supposed to get surgery in 8th grade. It was a research surgery, like what they were going to do, so insurance wouldn't clear it.
Wow.
for the longest time. Then by the time they cleared it, I was about to try out for high school cheer.
Mhm.
So I wanted to make the team. But then COVID happened. So it was even longer wait. And then it finally, like, I was walking down the stairs and it dislocated. So I was like, it's time to get it fixed. But
So
Been a
you're
long road.
yeah,
It's been a
That
long,
been a long
road.
time
That-
coming.
that happened last year when you were walking down the stairs?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So you didn't cheer for 1 year and then you were cheer captain?
Well, I did high school all year. Every single
junior year?
Yeah, I did high school cheer every single year.
Okay,
Oh.
how do you guys determine cheer captains? Is it just like a vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do a speech and get voted.
A
Oh,
speech?
we didn't do a speech.
That's pretty crazy. It's kind of like
Wait,
a
did
vote.
you do a speech? Who are the soccer captains?
No,
Lex.
Ash.
Unfortunately, no. Lex, Reese, and Lydia. But we have
Okay.
In Reese,
We have
right?
underclassmen. Yeah, Lex, Reese, and Lydia.
Okay, so
we
like,
kinda hit that.
did say what?
I'm looking
Yeah,
at the
we
last
kind of
one.
did. But I want to go through like, well, no, I want to stay on this. What did you like? Because your older sister was a cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
Did you get any advice from her through all of that? Did she help at all?
Between us, we started the same age, and I was always on the same team or better than her, and she was 2 years older than me.
Oh, she's 2 years older?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's a sophomore in college. I would say that to her face, too, so she knows
Not
it.
cutting that out.
Yeah. But, she was good at, like, high school cheer, but competitive cheer, I just don't think she liked it as much as me. So, she didn't, like, want to get better.
So,
But
oh, good.
No, you go.
Oh, so you talk about like you regret quitting competitive cheer, right?
Yeah,
So, like,
but I
She
had,
had
to.
to.
Okay, I'll give you a story. I tried out for basketball in 8th grade.
Yeah.
This is so
And-
funny.
and I
Dislocated both of her knees as she's walking.
No,
Okay.
it's
Listen,
better.
It's
It's
actually
better.
funny. So,
It's better.
I try out. I make A2, not B team. And there
Okay.
was a B team. I made A2 because I won the sprints.
All right.
I was
All right.
so bad at basketball. Thank God, like I couldn't
So
be in a
bad.
game.
Literally so bad.
Alyssa Haynes threw the ball and I totally miss it and I got a concussion.
Like the ball hit your head and you got the ball. Wait, pause.
Ball hit her in the face.
Like, she
threw
got a
the ball at her,
concussion.
and
And I
she
got a
missed it, and it
concussion.
hit her in the head, and she got.
And,
So cheer it is. So
yeah,
cheer
but
it is.
here's the thing.
That is why cheer's not a sport. You can't get a concussion from a ball hitting you in the face.
Yeah, so concussion, like couldn't see for like a week, but not actually, just like couldn't do homework, couldn't go to school. Anyways, it was funny.
You can't really like do anything
Yeah.
brain wise.
We had our cheer showcase like 2 weeks later, so I didn't follow protocol. Went back to practice, dislocated my knee. Out for the rest of the season.
When was this?
8th grade.
Injury
yeah,
prone.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So I had a concussion. My coach was like, "Are you tumbling today and stunting?" I was like, "I'm not gonna tumble. I'll stunt though. Like I'm good.
Mhm.
Like I'm getting cleared tomorrow for my concussion."
So, what did you enjoy about competitive cheer that you miss?
So much practice time. I don't know.
You missed that?
Yeah, like it's actually crazy because
You like to be busy.
yeah.
Dude, some practices are like I really enjoyed the soccer practices.
I do too.
Like,
Like
what's-
last year, I dread them. Like if you're there and it's like taking time, like you might as well work.
Yeah.
And do stuff.
And like
It's
you
fun.
get so close with everybody because you're
Yeah.
like going through like hell with each other, and like that's just like
And we have like a
builds.
close group of seniors. Like we're all like we're from like a couple different friend groups, but like we're all like we like it's fun. I would say. So yeah.
oh
Sorry.
yeah, it's fun.
Go on.
But what was I saying?
Oh, a lot of practice
why
time.
why I like competitive cheer?
Yeah.
From like 4th, 5th grade, my team in 5th grade, we were so good. But we would practice like 5th grade, just a reminder. Practice 3 days a week. And then you'd have competition Saturday, Sunday. And you had to be in a tumbling class. So that's 4 days a week practicing. 2.5 hour practices when you're in like 5th grade.
Jesus.
They would make us like do a full out, which is your full routine, which is very like tiring. If we didn't do it perfect, go outside and run, come back in and do it again. And then like
Was Coach Conley running these practices?
Dude, Coach Conley's going so easy on the girls. Like it's not even.
I shouldn't have brought
It's not
that
even-
up.
It's not even. It's honestly.
Yeah,
not
we do
good.
like Actually, I'm not gonna say that because it's probably gonna run us even more.
I thought he said
like-
he didn't want to scare more people away. So.
Because I remember one day he was like, "We're gonna have a conditioning day." And I'm like, "Is every day not a conditioning day?" And it was the worst day of my life. It was so hot. We ran.
That's also.
We ran gassers, and then we did our drills, and then we ran more gassers.
See, we only do like
And
3 gas. We only do 3 down and back. Well, I guess it's down, back, but like.
yours are a lot shorter distance too.
Conley's gonna hear this and up your condition.
I know,
He's gonna
yeah,
be
so
like,
we
wait
gotta
a
cut.
sec.
Hey,
We're not cutting
no,
shit.
we're not cutting this.
I
We're
will
winning state 6 times in a row. You guys are getting conditioning.
Yep.
I will say, my legs are looking very toned for Mexico.
yup. Put it up. Don't leave me hanging.
So awkward.
We were waiting for like a whole
I
minute.
know. We might want to cut that so
I'm not cutting that.
No.
Most stuff about girls soccer we got. Well, this stuff.
Well,
but,
we'll
like,
see.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll be good. We'll be good. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Oh, I don't even know.
Oh, why she misses cheer?
Competitive cheer.
Competitive
Oh, we
cheer.
also would travel everywhere. It was so fun.
Where, like, how far? Like planes kind of travel
Yeah, Florida, Texas, Indy.
to win nationals. How many
Nashville.
times did you win nationals?
0 times.
Oh!
So I was always in a division that had a lot of teams in it, but we
Okay,
got
that's
second by .02 3 times.
.02. What the fuck? How do you even?
See, this is when you just don't get
Okay.
it.
Oh, I know what they
Aren't,
do.
like,
They
isn't,
get the
like-
judges
So that's
and then
like-
they like divide it.
That's
by-
like a pointed toe. Like if someone maybe would have pointed their toe a little more, we
if
would
someone
have won.
cut their toenails.
Yeah, if someone like smiled, we could have like won.
That's so.
So
annoying.
like you can
Yeah.
like lose points for not smiling.
Uh-huh.
I know you can lose points for like not having your bow or not having your hair done a certain way.
No.
Like, can you just let it hang?
No.
No. Keisha made that a rule.
They gotta
I don't
look
know.
like. They gotta look.
Like
the
you
same,
gotta
though.
like yeah. Everybody's
Yeah.
gotta look identical.
Competitive cheer wise, that's not part of your score bracket, but I will say like if you're wearing all white, like a uniform, it makes your team look cleaner and more cohesive than wearing
But
the
you
all
gotta
black
be
uniform.
on your shit if you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with marching band. If like they have the white uniforms and like you can see your shit on the field, if you fuck up just a little bit, you're done for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like wearing white, especially it's normally a blue mat, so white just looks better on blue. So it kind of
It
is like
looks
how
better,
you
but
look
it's
too.
you gotta be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed.
Should we move on?
Oh, I want to talk about how you guys, like, because you guys are both like, as we said earlier, like the most busy people that we know, right? How do you guys balance all of these different things? How do you find time for yourself? How do you, like, for the person looking out there who wants to be involved but doesn't think that they have enough time to do it? What would you say to those people?
You have to be 100% committed. You can't be like
Yeah.
half-ass it and be halfway there.
And also, like, I think, like, forming, like, a good relationship with, like, whether it's, like, a sport or, like JPCO or, like, something with the school, like, if you form a good relationship with, like, your teacher, whoever, like, the coaches or whatever, like, they're willing to work with you because, like, they want you there also. So, like, I know, like, for example, like, Friday we had, like, morning practice for soccer, but I had to go to anatomy at JCCC. So I just told my coach, and I left him minutes early.
How were you proactive in being able to have him let you do that?
You face-to-face conversations are like always better, I think, because like I think just honestly going, showing them your face and like showing them that you're like on top of it and like are organized.
And want to be there.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say with that?
I guess also for me, like, I'm not diving this year. Cause,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
and I
knew
have
that.
all, like, 3... I guess not freshman year because it got, like, canceled. But, like, I've realized, like, I've never had, like, a semester of school to, like, chill out and not really have, like, anything to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't have, like, nothing to do. But I just thought it'd be nice to have, like, my last semester to be, like, chill and not have practice every single day.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any pro tips to always, because I know I'm also very busy, just as busy as you guys are, but you guys are probably more busy than me. But like I've found different ways to be able to like keep my mind sharp through all of these different things because it's very hard to do. Like for example, like Sometimes I take a cold shower, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, keep your mind right. Do you guys have any pro tips with that?
I just like having like a routine. Like I always feel like so like I feel like you're the same way. Like I feel so gross. Like sometimes like after we've been off. Honestly, like in the summer, like I love summer. Don't get me wrong, but like towards the end, I'm just like okay, I'm ready to have like a routine of like everything like that I'm doing.
Yeah.
If I have like a day where I have absolutely nothing, I like feel so unproductive and I feel like shit. And then I make myself busy for no reason just because I don't like not being busy.
I feel like I just feel better when I have like do stuff and like get things done.
What kind of stuff in those routines is a must, like a non-negotiable? You have to do this, otherwise your day is done for.
Skincare.
I don't think that's like cool.
Does that get
I
your
gotta
mind
wake
right?
up, wash my face, do all my skin stuff, and then I just feel
How many skin stuff do you have?
a lot of skin stuff. But like I just feel like better, or like okay, I wouldn't say clean my room, but I do always feel better when my room's clean.
When it's organized, yeah.
The past 2 weeks, I've made my bed every single day.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, just little things like that,
Also, like, I have a rule, like, in my mind where I have to, like, physically move my body, like, for 30 minutes every day. Even if, like, I try to go to the gym every day, but, like, if I don't have time, I try to just, like, take my dogs on a walk. Like, something so in your free time to clear your mind.
Yeah, because I've found, like, every day after school, if I don't go to the gym, like, I don't have enough time to go to the gym, I'll, like, sit and just, like, lay down and do absolutely nothing, just lay there, eyes open, kind of like meditation pretty much. Kind of like clears your mind. That, and also reading right before bed, it just like clears your mind.
And like I fall asleep every time I do that, like so fast.
Do you read like fiction books or like, because I read like motivation kind of books, you know?
No, see, I'm more of like a romance.
Okay, so that puts you to sleep.
I'm not really a reader, but like when I did read, it would like keep me awake, so I just like kept reading. Like I just wanted to know. So like I'd start at like 9 o'clock and then it would like turn to midnight. And I'm like, like where did those 3 hours go?
Sometimes I wish I had that problem, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a big reader.
Well, neither am I, but just like when I read the things that I want to, like the self motivation kind of books, you know that you're going to get something out of it, so it gets me to actually do it.
Yeah.
I haven't finished books since like 8th grade.
I've recently got into reading. Like
I've probably finished like 2 non-fiction books. I mean, fiction books just by myself ever.
Did you read The Road? Did you read...
Fuck no. I watched the movie. When I opened the book to do the test, the movie was still on my tab.
I did reading lab last semester because it was with
What
cheer
is that?
coach. Like, you just, like, read any book.
Really? It's like a book club?
But it's a class.
Who's the teacher?
Coach Pearson.
Do you have to share your book or anything, or is it just like you walk in, you read, and walk out?
You should have to share your book at, like, your favorite book you've read at the end of the semester. It's very easy class. But I did it so I'd, like, teach myself how to read. I read, like, during the class, but that's it, so it didn't really work, but...
I like reading on vacation. Like a book on the beach.
Yeah.
The plane, the car.
It is all good. Clearing your mind is very good. Everyone, you should find a way to clear your mind in any way.
Be mindful.
You want to be busy, but you also want to be able to find a way to clear your mind in order to be on your game when you need to be.
Like listening to podcasts.
Yes.
I
highly agree.
Exactly.
I highly
plug.
Exactly.
Yeah. Plug for the podcast that you're listening to. Right Make sure to keep listening. Yeah, I recommend listening to podcasts when you can, in the car, kind of stuff like that. Get your mind right. Anyway.
When you're tanning. From my girls.
Yeah.
I listen to podcasts like when I'm running. Excuse me, like less bored.
Really?
Like when I run around my neighborhood, I'll listen. I like honestly would rather listen to a podcast than like music.
Why?
Just like keeps me entertained.
I listen to podcasts when I play video games.
Like honestly, I could run without like anything.
Really?
Like I just. Like,
I don't like to hear myself like breathing heavy.
I get in like
I get more
my
tired.
zone, and I'm just like focused on like like getting better at whatever I'm doing. Except at the gym, I need music at the gym. That's
Yeah.
a different
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Hilltop music is the worst music I've ever heard.
Oh, Hilltop.
Place is so tiny.
It is. It's really small. But like if you go during the right times, it's like
Yeah.
really
If you go
empty.
like yeah.
That's
So,
good.
It's not bad.
So, also, something that all three of us have in common, JP Co. is a good thing.
Sorry, Alex.
Yeah,
We
you
can do
can
it.
you can give us another viewpoint.
I know that's a class. Is it like do you learn stuff in that class?
yeah,
Yeah.
we do like
There's a whole like leadership curriculum, which is
Mhm.
actually really good, and I like.
we read
I like
like
learning about
okay,
it.
reading books is like Doc will read, the teacher will read them to us. But like we like have discussions about them.
We don't do it a whole lot, but I look at it as more of a class rather than, oh, you get to play on the assemblies, you get to
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. It's more look at it as more of a class rather than a involvement
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very, very beneficial for everything. Really, you really get the leadership experience that you need for anything in life. But it is very difficult. It is very, very hard to try and do all of that.
For those who don't know, can you guys like explain the process of how to get in?
Of how to get in.
Yeah, so you start applications are coming up, guys. Submit one. So you start with like a written application and it's like 2 essays, 3 essays.
No,
It's not really
no,
essays. I
it's
feel
short
like it's
answer
a long
questions.
paragraph.
I feel like it
There's 5 short answer questions.
Oh, wait, I feel like there was like 2.
It's like short answers, but not like
Yeah.
short answers. It's like I feel like long,
It's a
short
long
Yeah.
answers.
long
Yeah,
answer.
like
Like a
a
paragraph,
solid
probably?
paragraph. Yeah.
And then like from that, Doc will pick like I don't know, like 20-ish. It kind of just depends. To
How
like
big's the pool? Like typically.
it depends.
There's
Like I think
many
our
people.
year we had like 60 people try out.
And so she pulls like 20.
I think there'd be
20-ish.
about that many people this year. I
Yeah.
think there's a lot at the meeting, but
Yeah. So about there, then she'll like pick like I don't know, however many she really wants. It's really up to her to like have an in-person interview, and it's like all of admin, and then like the outgoing seniors will sit there. Like we have no say, but we'll
we
sit-
conduct the interview so it feels a little more like conversational instead of like the principal asking you the questions. It's like outgoing seniors, which I feel like helps a lot.
Yeah, and then they have to like at the end, they have to like have a pitch. So like
What was your pitch?
my pitch was like
A pitch about what?
An idea.
like an idea for the school that would like better the school. Mine was like I was so tryhard. I like planned an assembly. It was like a blacklight assembly, and I had like a game, and I had like a
Oh, that
skit.
was you that did that?
What?
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Mine was I made like flyers. Charlie Mahoney told me to make like flyers to make it more like a big deal.
I did that too. Like you go hand one to each person, and then
Yeah,
it's
if
like,
Oh
you're
my
if you're
God, I
listening, I
remember
highly
that.
recommend doing that. Make a flyer for your pitch. Do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mine was like
Engaging.
mine was like instead of the halftime show being like the band doing whatever, it would be a drumline battle. The school's drum lines go into the
Oh, that's
half
cool.
field.
Oh, wait,
That's
we
really
should- we
cool.
should have
I
actually
would-
done that.
I would be really into that.
And like we'd have like a whole actual like good thing and be like do like a drumline battle.
That's cool. That is really
Like,
cool.
do they have to be original like ideas,
Mhm.
pitches?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
What was yours?
mine was a skit at an assembly.
What was the skit?
It was like something to do with COVID and everything shutting down, then like bringing it all back. It was a
I
cute
feel like
idea.
I remember yours.
Yeah, it
kind
was
of.
good.
There's
It went off
schools
like
that do skits.
Thanos, like the movie. What's
Yes,
it?
yes.
Where they snap their fingers and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have
Goes
to
away.
do like they'll make you do like something like mine was like impersonate a teacher. Or they'll make you like do.
I had to ask
chant.
Jiggy to prom.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How did that go?
It was fine. I remember I was like, Jiggy, like, do you want to go to prom? And he said no at first. And then I was like, Jiggy, we're the only 2 people in the whole school without dates. Like, we have to go together. Some
Oh my
stupid
God. Yeah,
stuff
it's
like that.
so
But
awkward.
they
You just
got
have
me
to, like-
in.
What did you have to do?
I did impersonate a teacher. I did amen.
How did you go do it? Impersonate. Amen.
Where's that big fat red easy button? That was easy. It's exactly what I did. And they all make you they make you seem like you're the funniest person ever. They were like, ah! Like it was so
But
awkward. It was literally
basically,
so awkward.
disclaimer for everyone trying out. It's not like based on how well you do the thing. It's just like if you can like. It's like
how you do
and
it.
like there's
It's
a lot
whether
of
you
things.
can embrace it.
yeah, it's if you can embrace it. Not like if you're good at acting, because that doesn't matter in JPCO
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
a good
It's like
actor.
if you like go
but
at it with like confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be completely.
or if you're like timid
Rather
and
than,
you're
like-
like like embarrassed about it, like
Yeah.
What's the
Advice: be confident with it.
Big humility. If you have humility, you're
Like not be
chilling.
awkward and just
Yeah.
hit it with everything you got.
Yeah.
Mine was
yourself.
pretty easy. Since I was going to London the next year, they made me sing the alma mater in a British accent. So like,
Oh
it
my
was
god,
very
I
easy.
could not have done that.
If
No,
I
but
had to sing
I
the
did
alma
it-
mater, I would be like,
No, but I did it with like
oh, you got to do it with the people.
yeah, it was like me, Charlie, Matt, and Nelda, and we just. Before we go down, or like whatever,
That is so awkward.
and it was Doc right in front of me, and she was just laughing.
Oh yeah, they make you seem like so funny.
Yeah, even though they were probably like after like when I walked out, like she was not funny.
Yeah, they really put so.
When I walked out, I was like, I'm in this shit.
It worked for all of us, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we got
Guess
in,
we did
but-
something right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did something right. But yeah, JPCO is definitely a very difficult job. Like,
You get a lot of hate for no reason.
Being the leader of a,
Really? You get hate for being in JPCO?
it's so hard. Dude.
Like I have nothing but respect for like because like you guys like have to go. You have a quota of games you have to go to per
Yeah.
week. Like
Well,
sports
thanks.
yeah, we
Thank you.
appreciate that, but like
Yeah.
when
Someone's always gonna not like
no matter
what, we
what,
do.
when,
Yeah,
you're
that's
when
true.
you're in a leadership role with anything, no matter what you do, if you're doing an amazing job and like the person who, like you who's not in JPCO thinks that you could not do what we're doing, I think you can. But like I'm just using you as an example. Like if you clearly could not do what we're doing, they're still gonna shit on us.
Yeah.
For if we mess up out a little bit.
Yeah.
And so dealing with that definitely gets into people's heads if you're not ready for it. And it definitely has this year.
Mhm.
And it's difficult.
Because like
It
I've
is-
talked to a lot of schools that like either they don't have like a student like spirit team or
Leadership thing,
something,
yeah.
or like theirs is like so small,
Mhm.
like their school spirit is like the word. Like credit to West because we definitely have the best school spirit.
Yeah, it's
And I think that comes with like the JPCO student council,
Mhm.
and just like the environment itself. Like
it's definitely it's hard because every year. So like this JPCO's been a thing for quite a few years. What
Mhm.
like this is team 13, so
Yeah.
13 years. So we've the very first few teams had to really be on their shit in order to get theirs
For
like-
it to work, basically.
for it to work, right?
Yeah.
Do its job.
And they probably got so much hate, like I can't imagine.
Yeah, and so with it being such a smooth, well-oiled machine the past few years, building off of that is very difficult. And I don't know how to put it, but like you're kind of the new team kind of expects things to just kind of work,
Yeah.
but it's not that. Every year there's an entire 500, 400 new freshman class
Who you have to get to.
who has not done that, as well as classes moving up into a brand new position.
So like you're like tasked with like giving
Every
the
year is
first
new.
impression.
Every
onto the
year is
freshmen.
new. It's not just the freshmen either. It's your own class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Because each
every
year, like everyone goes up a grade. So like next year, like the juniors will be in the senior role, and it's just like every grade's like different. So
I think that's kind of where we fell short this year, is understanding that every year is new, and that we have to still put in that work in order to be just like the very first team
Yeah.
who had to put in that extra stuff. We still have to do that. No matter what, whether it's everyone's on the same page, no matter what, you still have to put towards that effort.
yeah.
And when everyone kind of adopts the idea that you don't have to put in that effort, everything just kind of goes in a negative
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I
If
will
you're not
s-
putting the effort, it's only going to go
Yeah.
negatively.
And you know, at the end of the day, I'd much rather have like the student body planning and assembly than admin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
oh,
middle
yeah,
school.
like middle
Oh my
school,
God.
like middle
Yeah,
school.
you want
assemblies.
like it is the best idea to have a JPCO. at your
The
school.
jungle tiger assembly.
There's no.
Do you
doubt
remember
about
that? I know we
What?
remember the jungle tiger cage tiger assembly.
Oh my
talk
god! At
At Lakewood.
at Lakewood, yeah, that guy came in and was like, it was like a growth mindset or something.
I went to Pleasant Ridge,
mhm.
so.
I was at that assembly. I have no idea what you're
But
talking
he
about.
literally brought in a cage. He literally brought in a tiger cage, and was like,
He's like, be a jungle tiger.
Yeah.
Adapt to your surroundings.
yes, that's what it was.
Don't be a cage tiger. Don't let stuff
They
be
brought
brought
a
to you.
cage.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my
so-
God,
Oh my
that's
God,
weird.
I did not remember
Okay,
that.
but
School assembly.
I will say JPCO, like, I've gotten so much from it. Like, being able to talk to admin is so easy.
Mhm.
Like,
You get
Almost.
out of it what you put into it. I think that's like a lot of clubs at
100%.
West. Like you could be in like 1,000 clubs, but like do the bare minimum.
Like, I'm in environmental club, but honestly haven't done anything for it all year. Like,
Yeah.
it just, like...
Yeah. See, like mentors, like it's the same way. Like
It's
you
what
get
you
out of
put
it.
in.
Like if you're like making conscious effort to like make like a connection with a freshman, then like you're gonna get something out of that.
But I've learned so much from JPCO, so...
And in JPCO, it's not like the other clubs where you could just do it and be in it. If you're not putting in effort into JPCO, it's all like straight negative. You're gonna get shit on.
Can you be kicked out?
Everything's gonna be bad.
You can be kicked out, right?
I mean,
If you do something like really, really,
then-
really, really, really bad.
Okay, you both of you are in caps, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
3.
CNA.
You're not in it? You're at school 7 hours at
I am.
school?
That's
Oh my
horrible.
gosh, I'm sorry.
Well, because I didn't hear. I didn't
Sorry.
hear amazing things about like engineering caps. So I
Well, like,
didn't-
it depends what class
There
you're
was
Yeah, for
classes
sure.
that I wanted to take at school.
Because
Like-
definitely the medical strand classes are
Are
good.
amazing.
and
Are 100%
you
worth it.
definitely get something out of it.
What caps are you in?
I'm in sports medicine.
Oh.
Are you in AM session?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's it like having a person die at your village shalom?
Dude, that's a heavy question.
Yeah,
That's a heavy
it's like-
question.
No, we had it at both of our. Oh wait, no, yeah, Village Shalom.
Can you tell them the
yeah,
story about the
was-
blood pressure in the arm? I can't say that. Ugh.
What did it like?
Oh yeah,
blood spurt
HIPAA.
everywhere or
Wait.
something?
Is
No,
that what it's
HIPAA.
called? Yeah.
HIPAA.
HIPAA. She can't say
HIPAA.
it, but
Well, at Village Shalom, like it is a nursing home, so like we do work in nursing homes, so like people are gonna die eventually. Like everyone dies.
Especially in like the dementia units.
Yeah, we do work in the dementia units, which is really sad, but basically some guy, like you're there at each place for 2 weeks. So we were there like it was like a Wednesday or I don't know, but whatever. We were there one day and like we like do rounds, so we'll go like take their blood pressure, we'll like take them to breakfast, get them ready for the day, whatever. But then the next day like they're like, "Oh, like he passed away like this morning," because we get there at like what, like 7, 8.
I was in the PM.
And you had a like good connection with this person?
I didn't have a good connection with him because it was like one of our first weeks there, but it's still like,
Well, you knew him.
but I like knew him. It's still like sad, like working with someone and then them like passing away, obviously. But I guess that's just like part of nursing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, especially working like long-term communities.
I mean, I guess
it's really
I guess
sad.
they need to tell you that, but I mean, since like you're going into nursing, you kind of have to like learn how to deal with that. But I feel like also at some points, they probably should tell you like, oh, they just moved to a different place.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to like think about that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're going into nursing, you probably
Well,
need
like
to
one of the
get-
first things we're taught is you don't want to cushion the new, like you want to be straightforward, like especially in the communication scheme. Like you don't want to
communications. I did that. Communications.
you don't want to like baby talk them. Like you want to give them.
Yeah.
You don't want to give them false hope. That's what I'm
Yeah.
looking for.
Yeah.
Like you want to tell them straight
I'm talking
up.
about giving the students.
Like still,
I'm talking about students.
like you still want to be. I feel like you should still be straight up.
Yeah, because I feel like if you get in there and you're like,
Wait, people actually die here. Like when you get there, you're gonna be like, wait, I can't do that.
in medicine, like pretty much like wherever you work in medicine, like
Like people are gonna.
I feel like a big
die.
part of CAPS too is learning if you want to do that in the future.
yeah.
So like,
CNA is a good
getting-
like weed out class. Like if you can't go shower an old person,
yeah, I
like,
could never do that.
like
ever.
you
Like-
probably shouldn't be a nurse.
Mm-hmm. But like.
I need every detail of how
Well,
that goes.
It's a lot better once you like just kind of accept it's like the first time that I was doing
How the
it, it
hell
was-
do you
I was-
First
shower
time
an
it's
old
always weird,
person?
but then you honestly just get used to it.
What?
And then it turns into like instead of like you're showering him, it's like you guys are having a conversation while you're just getting a test done. And it's,
I made some
it's
like
not a
really
big
good
deal.
like connections with some people.
What
Yeah,
do you,
so did
what
I.
do you do? Are they like in a wheelchair or like they like
Some of them are in
so, like,
wheelchairs.
It-
are they
it
just not
depends.
physically able to do it?
Like if they're in a wheelchair, you'll like put them like you'll transfer them like
There's
to a shower chair that you can
Yeah.
like wheel into the shower.
which is just like a pipe
Like
thing.
yeah, like a PVC
Yeah,
pipe
yeah.
chair basically.
Yeah, and they just sit there, and it's not like shower comes down. Like it's you hold it, and
Yeah.
Huh. And they're just not able to do that to themselves?
no,
Huh.
unfortunately.
That's gotta be weird. Was it very weird the first
The
time
first
that you
the
did
first
it?
couple of times it was definitely really like uncomfortable, but like you have to think like sometimes like either they're like just as uncomfortable as you are or just like
And like you don't like they've gone through it so many times and
yeah, they don't think anything of it.
they don't really think anything of it, and it's only weird if you make it weird.
Yeah.
So like if
I mean, if you think about like when you go to the doctor and they're like checking you out, you're like, this isn't weird. But like if you were the doctor, like touching a bunch of random people would be weird.
Yeah. I wonder
like
if every year they just get like a new, or every semester they're like, ooh, I got a new CNA person to shower me.
I'm not sure.
I wonder if they look forward to meeting a new person to
Some
shower
Some of
them.
them are really sweet.
Ash,
Are you
didn't someone
talking
tell
about the
you, like,
staff or-
you might have to cut this out, but didn't an old guy see you? It's unfair that you get to see me naked, but I don't get to see you naked.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
They when they get old,
I don't
they
even know if you can
they-
put that in. But
A
Yeah.
lady said that to you?
No.
to me.
I mean, it's definitely more common to say to a girl,
Yeah,
but I'm wondering about.
No, I didn't. No, I'm not. I didn't get catcalled at all.
They
never thought
when
about
people
that.
like
Yeah.
get older, they lose their filter for sure.
They-
Well, yeah, they don't.
So
care.
so you just kind of like they teach you that before, like that they can say like
Yeah, it's just kind of to be expected.
yeah,
Like,
Do
and
you,
you
do
just
you
kind of
make
just
fun of it? Like,
No.
like, do you just make a joke out of it?
I'm just like oh
You just kind of have to laugh it off.
yeah,
I
you
feel like
kind
if that
of
happened
just
to me,
change
I'd
the
just like
subject.
make it a
I've
running
never
joke.
been in this situation, but I feel like you just kind of have to like laugh it off and then keep
Been
going.
like, oh, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah, you just gotta change the
you gotta
subject.
switch the subject.
A lot of them have like really cool cool background stories 'cause they've lived through such like a cool like time period. Like one of the ladies, without like saying too much, like was born like during World War II and like had to like flee her country. It was like really cool.
Old as shit. Like, oh.
She's pretty old, but
Holy.
it's cool. Like
Anyways.
the stuff that they.
Wow.
Well, we want someone that can't be a CNA.
That is why I'm not in CNA caps.
Do
But
you
it is a
spend
good
the same-
experience.
do you spend most of your time with the same person, or
No, well, no,
Mm-mm.
no, not
a
really.
bunch of different people?
Yeah, because you make like rounds and you go to like all the different rooms.
Oh.
But you do like make connections with them still.
Yeah.
Because usually you're in like one
Like,
hallway area.
it's not like you're going through like 50 different rooms.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're like 10, 15.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot easier to it's a lot easier to make connections.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty cool. The last thing I want to ask Maddie, being the Stuco officer.
Officer.
Who's the Stuco president?
Blue Valley West does not have a president.
How does that?
It's just 4 officers.
Do people normally have a president?
Some schools do.
Is
Most
it
Blue
per?
Valley schools.
Is
I
it
don't
just
think
per class?
do. Yeah, there's 4
So
officers.
you're like the
per
president of
grade.
the class.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess you could say like co-presidents or
So-
officers, but.
You guys do a lot of what do you guys do in Stuco?
Well, we do a lot of stuff, like, as a senior for graduation, obviously. Like, we each do a graduation speech at class day. We pick who
Each?
does the mural.
Each.
Yeah, we each do a speech at class day.
Who's each? Like,
Me, like, and the other 3 officers.
but they're in different grades, right?
No, there's 4 officers per grade.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So we do a lot with graduation. We pick what teachers we want speaking. Like, if we want a teacher, we pick who wins, like, the speech and who gets to talk.
Mm-hmm.
We pick who's...
Who's doing the class day speech?
We haven't had tryouts yet. They're in, like, 2
I'm
weeks.
trying out-
They're after spring break.
Oh,
But
Oh, I thought that already happened.
no, class performer. So, like...
Do you get to pick?
Yeah. Are you going out
Who does that?
with your drums?
No. The
Oh.
speech.
You pick the speech
The
too.
speech. Do you
Oh.
get to pick the speech?
Yeah.
Is it like a motivation?
Vote for me.
We do, like,
What kind
the
of speech
mural.
is it?
You pick.
You they don't really have like any like criteria, honestly. There's no like
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
What was the speech that she said last year? That what's her face said last year?
Oh.
Leah
It was
Vietti.
like, just say no, like, something like that.
It was like
Yeah.
Put it off.
Oh, we
Put it
just-
off.
Put it
Yeah,
off.
put it off.
Yeah,
Put
it
it
was,
off.
it was good.
We just
Yeah.
watched this.
We
She
did
had
just
the-
watch that.
In Avid, we had to do
Avid, we just
speeches.
speaking unit.
Yeah,
And
hers
you
was
watched
good.
her speech.
We watched
Yeah.
like speeches for like
We watched-
inspo.
The Ellen.
There were some
DeGeneres
pretty
speech.
controversial things that she said in that. You're just like, what are you going with this? And then
Me
she
and
like
Evan
saved
walked-
it, and you're like,
Me and Evan were
"Wow."
sitting right next to each other, and like I didn't like absorb anything she said. I was just spaced out. But like I got the gist of it, and me and Evan looked at each other. And she's like, "Did she just tell us to procrastinate?" Yeah.
Just put it off.
It was good. It was
Just-
a good speech.
Yeah.
Had a good point to it,
Yeah.
I guess.
Like,
yeah.
I liked her
Live in the
point behind it.
Yeah, live in the moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it, at least.
So did I.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the planning like for the school dances?
I was always on like, I'm not a big like artsy girl. Like I hate like painting and like taping, like, so I never really did like the decoration side of it, but I did like the coordination side of it. So like ordering cap and sorry, we do pick out the cap and gown, but we order like the sashes, the crowns,
Mm-hmm.
figure out all the voting stuff, like make sure every club has their votes in.
Do King and Queen get to keep all that stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
We write the script for the halftime, and like I always put the court stuff into the assembly. Like we do all that. Make Instagram post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always hear like Stuco doing all this stuff, but I never really know what goes on.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like it happens. I never
We
see
don't really
people
get that
do
much recognition, I feel like, for the dances, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys really don't.
yeah.
A lot of people think JPCO does it, I feel like.
Yeah.
The Sweetheart one was really cool. The decorations
Yeah.
for that were probably the best I've seen.
Yeah.
Those
Those were
pretty
good.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you like the decorations, Ash?
I
You
really
don't like
like
the
the
She
light
didn't.
up
She didn't go.
arch.
She didn't go.
Yeah, no one goes for
I
that.
didn't, in fact, go to the dance because our after party was an hour away.
Yeah.
An hour away?
Yeah.
It was at our.
south.
It was at our friend's like barn house thing.
It's
It was
the same
really
thing
fun,
for prom, I heard.
But I will be there for prom. The last one, Cindy.
Where's our prom?
It's at Prairie Fire again. They got a 2-year contract.
Huh?
Yeah. Prairie Fire is actually a cool place.
It was pretty.
It's cool.
a good-
It's
I
in
feel
the
like
hilltop.
I didn't go last year.
It was a little too
but-
big.
Really?
Mm-mm.
It's a good like central location.
Yeah, it is.
For like wherever you eat, I feel
Dude,
like.
Southwest has theirs at Hilltop. And I'm
Every
like,
other
bro,
school
what
does.
Every
the
school but
hell?
us has it
Every
at
school
Hilltop.
does.
That would suck.
But I
Even
know.
North's?
Yeah, I think
Really?
every school does.
That's so boring.
I know.
That would
Like
suck.
at least
they
like,
used to have them at like
the Chiefs Arrowhead.
yeah, like Sporting KC,
Municipal, like downtown, like.
Starlight Theater.
But honestly, I don't think I'd like that. That's such far drive.
that would suck.
I mean, it'd be worth it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But like partying on the like field, like that's kind of weird. I
It's just like a huge space. I don't know
On
if
the
it was
field.
on the field
like
at
on the
Arrowhead
football
or
field
like
at
in like.
Arrowhead Stadium.
They didn't do it on a football field.
Yeah, they did.
They have a whole like event space there.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
I've never been. To
I
a
bet it
Chiefs
was in
game.
there, but I was picturing it on the
You've never
field
been to
too.
a Chiefs game? Like, at the stadium?
What?
Arrowhead
Because we
Stadium.
used to have Sporting KC like season tickets, so
You haven't even gotten like invited to a game or anything
No.
like that? That is
I want to go
surprising.
so bad.
They're fun.
They are. I went like my first Chiefs game was in COVID when they could only have like half the stadium there,
Mm.
so it wasn't the same vibe. But I went to a playoff game like a couple weeks ago, and it was like awesome. So
I think it's so cool that we've got the loudest stadium.
yeah,
Like,
it
For
really
both
is so
college
loud.
basketball,
Boo.
football, and is Sporting KC the loudest? No. So
Hmm?
two. We have two of the loudest stadiums in the nation.
Yeah, we do.
I think that's so cool. That's such a cool, like,
People
is a
like crap
big
on
flex.
Kansas, but we do have like a lot of like
I feel like we have the best energy.
Yeah,
Facts.
seasonal wise, like stuff to do, like can't ski, can't go to the beach, can't really go to
Like,
there's not many
location
lakes.
wise, we're probably the worst.
Yeah,
But,
like fields, that's it, cows,
like-
but
We got all four seasons here though.
That's true.
That's true.
We have pools. You could still have a pool.
but only like for 2 months of the year.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
June, July, August.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
So
This is our book.
I don't know if you guys have watched all of the episodes to the end, but we have a thing that we have like our last guest like write something in here like a question for like the next guest to ask.
Oh gosh.
So big old Joey Williford asked, "What's your favorite movie?"
Oh my god, this is so hard.
Probably.
I thought you watch a lot of movies, huh?
I
Oh,
like
that's why it's hard.
weird like documentaries.
Probably Maze Runner. Maze
Maze
Runner.
Runner.
That's a
So,
good one.
Like the
Wait.
series or just like the first one?
If I had to pick one, probably the third, but the series or maybe Star Wars.
You know, it doesn't
Oh,
matter,
I know
but
my
I
favorite.
wanna-
I actually know my favorite.
Moana?
Moana. I know every song by heart in that movie.
Oh
What
my
can I
God.
say except
You're welcome.
Well, the tides, the sun,
Dude,
the sky.
such a good song.
Was it, what?
Okay.
So, wait, you say Maze Runner or
Maze
or-
Runner.
Maze
Yeah,
Runner.
Maze Runner.
I love Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, the first one, second one, third one, fourth
Like,
one, fifth
what's-
one, sixth one, seventh one, eighth one,
I
ninth one.
like seventh part 2, like the last one.
I've never seen the
Oh.
Harry Potter movies.
I like was in that phase, but I never watched it.
I
like the Triwizard Tournament. That one's really cool.
yeah. I actually don't like that one.
Did you
I don't
read
like the
books?
Prisoner of Azkaban or however you
Azkaban.
say it.
My
Yeah.
thing is, I just really like dragons. Like they're my favorite.
I
They're
like
my favorite like
Cedric.
fantasy creature. Like I like
I like
dragons.
Did you like The
Cedric.
Hobbit?
Did you like Dungeons and Dragons? I hated The Hobbit.
Like the smog.
What house are you?
Like what's my favorite? Or
No,
I'm a
like have you
Gryffindor.
done the test? Like
Did I did it in JP Co.
I
and
think
told
so.
you, but I
I'm a
don't remember.
Gryffindor, but
should I do that test real quick?
I don't remember what I was.
I don't know. I'm not. That
There was like 5 questions. That's the most
You're not that
bullshit.
much of a nerd.
I haven't
There
read
was, like,
any of the
5
books,
questions.
but the movies are great. I love Harry Potter.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I remember I used to be in that phase. You remember Kellen Hola? You remember him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
god, the Hola twins.
I see him.
We worked with them last summer.
Our whole friend group in like middle school, they had like wands and shit.
Oh
And
my-
he lost his wand down at the, you know, the like hill in the neighborhood, the like top hill with the like circle around it, with the like circle drive thing. in the
Oh,
neighborhood.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Like
Like
the
by
big hill.
SRE?
Yeah.
Big hill.
SRE one?
Yeah, no, in the neighborhood. KU's playing right now.
Boo. Sorry.
We're gonna have to. Keep
I don't
it
even need to talk shit on K-State. We're just too good. Anyway.
Boomer.
Oh yeah, that's what we forgot to talk about. Where are you guys going to college?
I'm going to K-State.
I'm going to the University of Oklahoma.
What are you guys planning on doing in college?
Rushing.
Rushing. I'm trying out for
Are
cheer.
you doing nursing?
Nursing.
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 Major?
Business.
Business?
Business.
I'm gonna be very busy with the nursing. Nursing and
What?
surgery.
Is it just straight nursing?
Minor in psych.
Oh. Any specific type of psych?
Mm-mm. Just psychology.
Psychology.
Just like general.
My mom has a master's in psychology.
Really? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Queen.
Miss McConnell.
Girl boss.
My
shit.
mom's a G. Shout out, mom. My mom.
Shout out
Shout
Mama
out.
McConnell.
Girl
Mom.
boss.
Legend. Yeah. So, thank you guys for.
Thank
for
Thank you so much for
us.
having us.
What?
Have him write a question.
Yeah, we'll have
Oh,
you.
yeah.
We'll have you guys right in here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Our next guest will have plenty of questions to ask.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for listening and watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.